Hello. The topic I picked was being healthy. I think a good quote to define what that means is from 1946 by the World Health Organization. They said that health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease and infirmity. I think that it is so important to recognize that because we tend to think that if we're not sick, we're healthy. And most often that is not the case. Being sick doesn't mean you're healthy, it just means you're not sick. There's many different characteristics and factors that influence health and well-being, and it's not as cut and dry as we all might like to believe. Now, the first model I want to talk about is the biopsychosocial model. So, according to this, there's three aspects that affect our well-being. There's biological factors like gender, physical health, genetic predisposition, germ exposure, and brain development. Then there's the psychological factors like behavior, personality, our attitudes and beliefs, self-esteem and emotions, and stress. Then you have your social factors like education, social support, peer relationships, family background, socioeconomic status, and cultural influence. So this has anything to do with your environment and how you're living, pretty much. Now, stress is influenced by biological factors and also our psychological reaction to it. But if we change the way that we look at stress, instead of viewing it as a negative enemy, we start to look at it as a positive challenge. It can add years onto your life and make you feel happier. Now, considering stress as a friend, let's look at some of the benefits of it. It creates resilience. It releases oxytocin, which is your feel-good drug. Neurotransmitter. It's released whenever we come into contact with other people, so like hugging releases oxytocin. And social support. When we are stressed out, we rely on a group of individuals to help us through that, which helps our coping skills and it lowers our stress. I want to have a healthy social support system when I get older and make sure that the relationships I have are healthy and that they are helping me achieve the growth that I am wanting. Now, there are different kinds of coping skills as well. There are problem-focused, where you take direct steps to solve the problem by coming up with alternate solutions or making a pros and cons list or something along those lines. Then there is emotion-focused, where you prevent an emotional response and you try to numb the pain. So you're avoiding the problem, and that doesn't make it go away. It's still going to be there when you come back to it eventually. I've had problems dealing with stress in the past and shutting down and, not wanting to feel emotion. But when you do that to yourself, it really puts a strain on your relationships and makes life harder for everyone involved, everyone that you're around. I'm trying to utilize problem-focused coping skills by coming up with goals and having a planner so that I can get my stuff organized and keep it that way. So now I'm going to talk about theories of well-being. We have the social determination theory, which has three aspects. There is autonomy, which is feeling like you have control of your life. Mastery, feeling like you're confident, you have confidence in something that you can do well. And connection, so being around other people that you jive well with. Then there's Siegelman's flourishing formula, so PERMA is the acronym. You have positive emotion, engagement, relationships, meaning, and achievement. And then you have Riff's psychological well-being, which is competence, healthy relationships, self-acceptance, and personal growth and purpose. Now, the key variables between these different models are connection, purpose, and pleasure. And you can get pleasure from positive affect, meaningful leisure activities. Pretty much anything you want, that makes you feel good. Now, I think this is really important to keep in mind, especially as we get older, because sometimes we lose touch or our purpose changes and it kind of puts us off balance for a little while, and you have to recover and find something else that you like to do.